What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of our Celta Vigo career mode today. As you can see by the league table, we are 8 points clear of second place Atletico Madrid. So they won their game in hand and brought it back, but Barcelona have slipped up as of late, and they find themselves now 12 points off of us in first. When you consider that a few episodes ago we were neck and neck, joint top with them, they certainly have let themselves go a little bit, where if we kept on the pressure. If you remember, after the first season, we did finish in second, only behind Barcelona, and I said in many ways that it was going to be a situation where we would probably be chasing them this season, but we did actually play against them as well and managed to beat them 3-2. So I think that victory stemmed us on a little bit and maybe halted their progress because they are not doing very well as of late. But nevertheless, guys, today's episode, we will hopefully be getting into the January transfer window. I've taken a few suggestions from you all that I saw in the previous comments and looked through them, and maybe I will sign a couple of them today. But we've got a game to come first up against Bilbao. Also got a few contracts to sort out of certain players who I don't want to leave for free, so that becomes priority here. Eka, I'm not bothered about. Fontas, I'm going to probably just do all of these guys, maybe barring Fernandez and Eka. So I'll do those in a second off camera, and I'll come back once we are ready to go into game one. So I managed to negotiate all the contracts that I was bothered about. Those 4 players that I mentioned all have signed new contracts at the club. So that is good news for us. But the first game will be against Bilbao, and of course we are going to play this. They are quite a tough team to play against. Where are they currently in the league? Let's find out. So they sit actually 15th at the moment. That's interesting. So I could probably go ahead and sim this, in all honesty, and we could still possibly get the victory. Who have we got to play today? Let's have a look at that. So Bilbao, then we have a doubleheader against Atletico. I think, honestly, I'll probably play, I might sim Bilbao and play these 3 games here. Atletico, Villarreal, and then Atletico again in the round of 16. And then that will probably be that. And then we'll move to the quarters, hopefully, if we can beat them. So I'm going to sim this one against Bilbao. They are 16th place, so have not had a great start to this this campaign. Of course, we are approaching the halfway stage as well. So if we could win this one here, it'd be really helpful to us. And Cordoba has actually given Bilbao the lead here inside 9 minutes. Not the way I wanted to start this one. Vas misses a penalty for us. Frustrating. Just giving him a new contract as well. And he goes ahead and misses a penalty. Not ideal. All right, so last 20 minutes then. It remains 1-0 to Bilbao. And Bayern for Johnny. Who is that? Hugo Mayo has just equalised 1-1. We're going to get a draw. Okay, it's better than the defeat we could have had. If Vas had scored the penalty, maybe we would have won that 2-1. But a captain's goal from Hugo Mayo has secured us a point there. So it saves potential embarrassment, and we do still get something out of the game. Also to mention as well, Reg Crespi is growing pretty nicely here in the training system. Hopefully in the next few maybe months, he can get involved in some first team action, whether or not that's in the cup or whatever. But yeah, 1-1 draw to kickstart today's episode off. So now that we're halfway through, we're probably going to have to start promoting the players that have been in our youth academy for quite a long time. One of the guys that's come to me and said he wants out is this man, Diogo Neves. So we'll promote him to the senior team, see what he's got. He might play for us, he might not. And even if he doesn't, we'll sell him at some point, I'm sure. Remember as well, guys, that now we are into the window. We will be losing a few players. We've got a few players that will be going out on free contracts because I haven't really negotiated with them because I don't want them anymore. And also Lobotka, he is transfer listed. He did hand in a transfer request not so long ago, and so I was forced into my hand into transfer listing him. So Neves, 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Brilliant. It's just typical. 2-star weak foot. I say it's very rare that you get a 5-star, 5-star. And when you do, you need to be thankful for them because they don't come around very often. I only ever see them if it's another team that's getting them, or if I get very, very lucky. Regis Crespi's actually grown by 12 ratings since the start of this season, so that's mad. Got a loan offer here from Middlesbrough to take Nicolas Ayala out on a 1-year loan. I've gone ahead and accepted that. I want him to get some first-team football, so that feels like the right decision, letting him go. As of late, though, no offer yet for the transfer-listed Lobotka. We'll see if there is going to be one that comes through in the near future. Got a few things happening, including a deal that looks like it might be happening regarding Antonio Sanabria, the man that we was looking in place of Andrea Bellotti at the time, but we did, in the end, choose the Italian. We've got a growth out of Regis Crespi as well, growing to 63. So 7 more, then he hits that 70 rated stage, and then that's when I consider maybe using him in some cup games, as we have done with a few of the other guys. Albo Ruiz, for example, Oriol Busquets. So, yeah, not too long left in that growth, and then hopefully maybe able to get involved. All right, we're ready to go into game then. The first of the 2 legs in the Copa de España up against Atletico begins now. We have the home leg first, and then we go to their ground for the second leg. I've got an interesting side, you'll see. We've gone with this. Ruiz up front, Sisto, Gomez, and Moore as like a front 3 type thing. Marvelous, Busquets, Demisi, Fontas, Gomez, Mbaye, and then Lopez in goal. So the only people that at this current time getting to the first 11 are Sisto and Emre Moore. Of course, Gomez comes in and out. Demisi similar. But yeah, it's Emre Moore and Pion Sisto really are 2 only players there that retain their spot from our first 11 in the league. That, I think, has to be our focus. But this, of course, is important as well. Now they're in the round of 16 stage. It'd be nice to get through to the quarters. But my aim isn't to win this, you know. My aim was to get out of our Champions League group, which we've done. And then it was all about just trying to perform well in the league. So anything we do in the Copa de España will be a bonus. And let's see how far we can go. Griezmann's in. And it's Antoine Griezmann. And it's Atletico 1-0 up. Not a lot I can do against a finish like that. You can't allow Antoine Griezmann to get on his left foot. We've done it far too many times in this first half. To be fair, Atletico have deserved it. We've been poor. Haven't really done a lot. And that comes down to possibly team selection. But I'm just not feeling the formation either, in all honesty. I don't know what it is that's going wrong for us. But I'll show you the goal in a moment. I just want to change something up here because I don't feel like I'm actually getting anything out of the boys for this first half. In which case, I think I'm going to switch it. We'll go to a 4-2-3-1, I think. Or 4-3-2-1. Just to try and make something else happen. Because as I said, this first half, done absolutely nothing. Alright, so I also made a change as well. We brought off Abel Ruiz and brought on Daniel Vaz to see if that can make any difference for us. We need something to go our way because we've been so poor in this first half. Haven't even threatened the Madrid goal as of the 35th minute, which is not ideal. So we will find Maxi Gomez in towards Vaz off the bench. Vaz into effort. Correa gets the block away. Comes out to Emre Moore. Deals it back in. Sisto's there. Pion Sisto. Brit surprised he went for the overhead kick there. I was thinking more about the header, but it's a decent sign after going 1-0 down that we managed to create a chance straight away after changing to that 4-2-3-1. Griezmann wins that header. And all of a sudden, they might have another opportunity here, Atletico. Don't like the way it's come straight from us, missing initial... Oh, come on. I pressed tackle way before that, and Saul just then did... Oh, no. What a tackle, Busquets. My goodness me. Oriol Busquets came up clutch. Oh, what a ball from Demisi. Emre Moore. Emre Moore. What a goal that is. That is spectacular. The second half begins in an absolute bang. And I have to give major credit to Demisi because that pass was unreal. It's not where I meant to play it. I'll explain that. You see the run coming in from Maxi Gomez? That's the man I meant to actually feed. But it's gone all the way through to Emre Moore, who has chipped Jan Oblak and put us back into this game at 1-1. Incredible finish from Emre Moore. Incredible through ball from Demisi. And that is more like it from the boys, I have to say. Not expecting that to get back in the game as early as we did here. That switch to the 4-3-2-1 seems to have sparked something in us. I don't know what it is, but we seem to get more runs as well now. And as this second half has begun, we've begun it in the correct way. What a finish. All right, Emre Moore forced off through injury. That's a great ball. Crosses and corners are the downfall of me in this game. I don't know if it's my defense are too small or what it is, but every single time a delivery comes into the box, I panic. I always think it's going to end up going in. Why is Godin completely up free on his own from a corner kick? Fontas, the captain, he stood there marking absolutely nobody. And just like that, we're back behind 2-1. Certain passes haven't worked out in our favour. Busquets, you saw the power bar go up, so why did he try and take that second time? Why did he take the touch? Just hit it first time. Hector will come away with this. Up a long way, actually, Hector. I don't know why he's up there. But that is a defeat here in the first leg of this one. I think as well, and I said earlier about the away goal ruling. So 1-0 is not enough when we go over. As I said, they were the better team. Probably did deserve to win the game. But at the same time, there were certain situations out of that game. The referee, for one, not helping us. And just overall, again, corner ball. How simple is it to mark your men from a corner? I really don't get why we have players on the opposition team who are free in the box to just head in home with nobody around them. So I had an offer here for Johnny. Whether or not this one will go actually through, I don't know. Originally, it was 22.1 from Milan. I decided to counter-offer it and say 32.1. I should probably keep him, but at the same time, I just want the money at the moment and just trying to reinvest it into better positions in the team. I think Dermisi is capable of filling that role even if we lose Johnny here, so there isn't much in it. And even then, we could probably go out and just purchase ourselves up another, left back anyway. So I don't think it's that bad a deal. I'm pretty happy with it. And as I said, we can reinvest the money into somebody else, try and use it to, bolster up the team. For example, look at that. Danny Rose, perfect replacement. 12.5 million. We could probably get him for about 13, and we only just got 33 for Johnny, so 20 million pound more for, I'd say, 1 overall higher. It makes sense, I'd say, but we of course have to wait for that deal to go through. Up until then, we have to play now up against Villarreal, and I don't know if I want to play my full strength side for this, considering I do have to go to Atletico and score. Could be quite interesting the next game. Alright, so picked up an injury to Emre Moore, so I've decided I'm going to give Xavier a start here. 3-star, 3-star. He's a right winger by trade. You know what? We may as well just use some youth in the side and see what they've got in their locker. As I said, Johnny 81 rated, so he's actually not even 82 as I thought he was. Back to our full-strength team. Belotti in the team. He will most likely start when we take on Atletico in the second leg. Andrea Belotti. Feel like we need him up front. But as long as we pick up a victory here, I honestly don't mind getting knocked out of the Copa de España. I know that sounds bad, but my main focus has to be on the league and the Champions League. So we're back into league action today. It's a debut for Xavier out on that right. How old is he actually? Let me check that before we go into game. 17. It's a debut for our 17-year-old man. Xavier starts right wing. Remember, not Santi Mina. Abel Ruiz was also 17 when he made his debut at the club, and he scored on his debut. Are we about to see the same from Xavier? Vas, Mina, Sisto's making a great run. Mina towards Pion Sisto. Sisto for the finish, and there it is. 1-0 Celta Vigo. Came in clutch, Pion Sisto. He's having a great season in this campaign. And there is another goal for himself as well. Good finish. But I got to say again, the goalkeeping here went to ground a little bit too early for me, and Sisto slides it past him. Celta Vigo 1, Villarreal 0. Here he is, Danny Garcia in towards Sisto. Sisto towards Belotti. Belotti to Mina. That's brilliant. Santi Mina's in for 2. It is gone past the goalkeeper, Senyo, who did get a touch on it, but it wasn't a good enough touch. Another great piece of play from us. Have opened them up so easily, and there is Santi Mina with a finish. Belotti with the assist today instead of a goal, and I'm sure he'll get a chance at some point. As I said, the keeper did touch it. Not a strong enough hand, though, on the end of it. And we do end up with the second of the afternoon. Much more confident playing with our starting 11. So if this is anything to go by, I'm sure we can go to Atletico and probably score a goal or 2. We've just got to work on that. It's given away far too easy to us there, as Mina will come away with this. Not really sure what that defender's thinking. Belotti, straight from Santi Mina. Ref, you see what I mean? Like, what's the difference between that tackle and the ones that we were putting in against Atletico and the one that we had earlier on? None at all, yet the referee hasn't given us a free kick there. Bus, Mayo, Mina. Oh, lovely play, Santi Mina. Uses the drag back effectively, and he still goes forward. Santi Mina onto the edge of the area. Mina strike away, and that is brilliant from Santi Mina, showing us why he has won back-to-back Player of the Month awards in November and then December. Is he going to get another one? Oh, wait, was it December and January? I think it was December, January, actually. Will he get another one come February? That's the question. I mean, the way he's playing, there's no reason why not. A fantastic strike from Santi Mina. He made that completely on his own as well. And there you go. It was a wonderful hit. It's 3-0 to Celta Vigo. At that point, I'm going to make my changes. It's Xavier. Oh, lovely play. Hugo Mayo trying to find a 4 for us. Can we get a 4th? Hugo Mayo towards the middle. Gomez, it goes all the way out wide to Abel Ruiz. And Tavernier has pulled off an unbelievable block there of that attempt from Abel Ruiz, as Johnny will take this forward. Good little cut back. Johnny's delivery towards the back post. Xavier's up there. Not the man you want, but it's... Oh, I thought it was going to fall to Gomez. In the end, it didn't. It's offside here anyway, so it will be a Villarreal free kick. Yeah, very close to a 4th. And we are not going to keep a clean sheet because Abraham, the centre-back, has just scored against me. Oh, dear me. Defending again. So weak, so woeful. And it just makes me think there's legit no point me even trying to contest any ball, because before that, we actually gave away an advantage. The referee deemed me giving away a free kick at some point. So I had to actually back off of it. which is the reason I didn't continue. Lobotka wins that one back and drives forward. Lobotka, can we get a fourth from him? We're in towards the penalty area here. Still in towards, look at this. Where is his support? Nowhere to be found. Lobotka will find Xavier. Oh, how good would it have been for him to get on a score sheet? Sliding into the back post, and unfortunately, it was straight at the keeper. I've still got it somehow. Oh, why are you giving that to Ruiz? Just pass it straight into Garcia, man. Got 7 minutes left of this game, and Vas comes forward. Still Vas, and still Vas. This is a great run from Daniel Vas. His delivery towards Abel Ruiz brings it down, and there's the fourth. Yes! Abel Ruiz on the score sheet. It's been a while since we've seen a Ruiz goal, actually. So it's nice for him to get one. Even better to get the fourth as well. You know what? All things considered, even though I didn't get the clean sheet today, I feel like I'm not going to get many clean sheets anyway this season. Very much because of the fact that we're sliders that we have set. But there you go. You know, it's nice to score as many goals as we are. I think that's my strong point. Defending is definitely not my strong point. Going forward, we're okay. It's just, yeah, defending, not so good. And there is the full-time whistle. It will be the 4-1 victory. 2 goals from Santi Mina, 1 from Pion Sisto, 1 from Abel Ruiz. We almost got one with Xavier. He was so close sliding in on the end of a cross, but it was saved quite well by Asenio. They did hit back for Abraham, but it was not enough for Villarreal, who will fall to a defeat here. All things considered, it was a pretty good debut for our 17-year-old out on that right-hand side. Maybe use him a few times more in the future. But we are into now the more tough game, the second leg against Atletico. Match facts, we were the better side. We need to do that again, this time in the Copa de España. So now we're back into the important game. We've got the second leg here against Atletico. You can see the team. It's a very strong one. And may I just show you as well who has made it onto the bench for today's game. Regis Crespi is on the Celta Vigo bench here today. Will we see him come on in the near future? We'll have to wait and find out. It's a very strong side from us. It's probably our starting 11 as it is. I'm actually going to move out Johnny and bring in Demisi. That's one change I meant to make. Belotti starts. Mina's there. Vas actually goes in at cam today because we don't have Emre Moore. So Santi Mina will start out on that right flank. Maybe push inside if we need him to do later on. But nevertheless, I have checked and the away goals do count in the Copa de España. So the 2 goals that Atletico scored at our ground last time out, we have to win it by more than 1-0 today to go through, because 1-0 is not enough down to the away goal ruling. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game, this one. Probably go attacking from the outset, try and get a goal, because that's what we need at the end of the day. We can't sit back, and then we just go from there, I guess. But our main focus is scoring at least once. We need 2, though. Griezmann straight through the middle. Griezmann straight through the middle. Not good. Even worse because he scores. That changes nothing, though, because we still have to find 2 goals anyway. Except this time around, if we do find those 2 goals, it will go to extra time. Oh, I saw him run through the middle. Who's playing him on? Demisi, man. Demisi. Why are you playing him onside? I went for the offside trap. That's why I dragged my defender out. It just didn't work because Demisi ran backwards and played him on. It's a great finish anyway by Griezmann, but it shouldn't be happening because they're not much better side than we are. Yet we seem to be getting completely outplayed thus far. Right, I'm on attacking, right? In fact, I think I'm on ultra attacking, or at least all out attack, or something like that. Belotti! Get in! 1-1. I don't even know what I'm on. I think I'm on ultra attacking. But we are struggling to get bodies forward because we're pressed so far back in our defensive line by Atletico that we are struggling to get bodies up the pitch. We've got one, though, with Belotti, who just runs straight past Daley Blind. Don't know why he's playing centre-back today. Great finish as well from the Italian. Let me just make sure I am on at least ultra. I am on ultra attacking. So we've got one back. We need to find another one to at least take this to extra time. As I said, though, that's our first chance of this game. We are being pressed in by Atletico currently, struggling to get out of our half. And again, the referee has given them a pointless free kick. Nothing in that yet again. It's just strength against strength. And yet, somehow he's deemed that a free kick. Vas needs to clear it away. He has got the header away. Mina's up there on his own, though. We'll need to use somebody. Chooses Pion Sisto. Here is Sisto. Got a lot of pace, remember. No Belotti up the pitch, though. And Pion Sisto runs it into danger, but Vas will pick it up. Why is Belotti back there? What's he doing? Belotti, you're my striker. Why are you playing cam? What is this? Why is Belotti playing cam all of a sudden? He's my striker. Mayo's delivery, that's taken a deflection. Oh, my goodness me. It hits the woodwork and bounces out. That is where you need your luck to be in. Imagine the scenes if that one had have gone in. Busquets will come away with this. We are now piling on the pressure on Atletico. They've taken quite a defensive stance all of a sudden, realising that, hang on a minute, they don't actually need to score again. And that one was very, very nearly a freak accident goal that nearly worked out for us. Vass will pick that up again. We need the bodies to start making runs in front of us, though, because of right now it's just too slow. Busquets gives it away. Vass towards Pion Sisto. His delivery back in. There is... Oh, Felipe Luis is there. Every time I get this delivery, there's always a defender. Again, we go with Pion Sisto, though. Ball roll into another delivery. This time it's good. De Ligt is back across. Why is his header back across? Just head it in. Back in from Vass. De Ligt is there again. Backwards it goes. Mina! No way! I have no words. Oh, we're in. We're in. Oh, Black saves it. Oh, it's in. Yes! Yes! Does it stand? Wait. Yeah, it has. 2-1. Get in. We're taking this to at least extra time. We deserve it because in the last 40 minutes, we've piled the pressure on Atletico. We somehow hit the woodwork moments before this with Abel Ruiz. What is Felipe Luis doing there? I don't know. But I'll take that goal wholeheartedly. Thank you very much. Based on this performance, honestly, I can't call this. The first game, I gave it to Atletico. They played unbelievably well and dominated us. This time around, this second half performance from us, I think, slightly edges it to go through. With chances we've had to be able to take this. Santimina, great win back. Come on, boys. Still not done there yet. Don't even look to extra time yet because there might even still be time in this half. 6 minutes left. Danny Garcia comes away with this. We'll find Sisto. Sisto to Belotti. Belotti's shot and Bob Black saves it. Didn't have any power behind it, though. Now Santimina trying to work the space here. Mina, can he do it? Mina gets inside. Strikes it. Oh, he didn't keep it down. Santimina, man. That's what I mean. He sometimes lacks that composure that we need him to. It's delivered up the end by Oblak. It's one in the header. Hector comes away with this. Saul. Vass. What a win back. Sisto, go you go. There you go, Sisto. Let's do this. Pion Sisto needs a good cross. Sisto's delivery. Mina's there. Oblak punches. Come on, Busquets. No. Flick that back in. Why is it such a bad header back? It's going to go to extra time. And on the basis of this game, I don't know which way to call this. Alright, it's time to make a change or two. Oh, I don't know what to do, though, because I don't want to make too many changes and upset the balance. You know what? I think it's time we do it. Regis Crespi, 63 rated Spanish striker, 16 years of age, will come on and try and help us to this victory. I'm also going to bring on some fresh legs in Lobotka and bring off Vass just because he looks a little bit weak. In fact, what's his penalty saying? Might need him for the penalty shootout, so that might be a... Okay, it's only 64. Mina's penalties are 60. So the two changes I've made are completely fine because it's not like their penalties are ridiculous. I mean, Lobotka has less than Vass, but still, what's Busquets? All right, in fact, I'm gonna bring off Busquets because his penalties are just trash. So 2 changes. We're into extra time now. 16-year-old Regis Crespi makes his way onto the field of play. Can he be the difference maker? Here is Lobotka towards Regis Crespi. Flicks it towards Sisto. Lobotka in towards Belotti. Belotti with a little bit of space. Andrea Belotti! It's 3-1 Celta Vigo! We don't need the 16-year-old because we have Andrea Belotti. Second of the afternoon for the number 10. Third for us. It is 4-3 on aggregate. And as it stands, we'll be going through to the quarterfinals of the Copa de España. And I tell you what as well, the away goal ruling means that now, even if we concede another one against Atletico here, we've done it anyway. What a finish, Andrea Belotti. We're into 2 minutes additional time here as we have approached the halftime whistle of extra time. Saul on the ball, not just before the half, please, boys. Get this ball by way. Jesus. Still on the ball. Oh, the tackle from Diaz. No way! Do you see what I mean, guys? That was a perfectly fine tackle and somehow Daley Blind, of all players, hits a worldie. This is ridiculous. And again, the tackle from Diaz, and he just bounces perfectly. This is stupid, man. Back to 3-2, 4-4 in aggregate. As long as we don't concede again, we're still through. But that's irrelevant. The whistle should have gone. The referees have him alive. Daley Blind's have him alive. And that tackle there, we should have completely won it. Towards Belotti. Regis Crespi's making the run. Our 16-year-old through on goal. Regis Crespi. Has he got the finish? No, he hasn't. That shows you. That's what I mean. You know, you can tell when somebody has 60 finishing rather than, you know, 90 or whatever it is that Belotti has. If that was the other way around and Belotti was the man striking that, that would have been on target. Again, though, we've still got defending to do. At this point, Atletico are throwing. Oh, why is he left at the back post? Completely on his own. Where's Demisi going? 8 minutes left. Cross to the near post. De Ligt wins the initial header. It's going to come back at us, though, because we just can't seem to get this ball out. Correa's delivery back in. Nobody's picking him up. Jonathan Tah at the back post. Vieto luckily misses. Why every corner do people not get picked up? Is it a setting that I'm not doing or something? Because it seems like every single time my players are not marking correctly. Okay. Great win back, Sisto. We haven't got it, though. I don't believe it. I'm done. I can't be bothered. This game is rigged. Beyond rigged. Stupidly beyond rigged. When they want you to lose, you're going to lose. Look at this. A goal in that... a minute of injury time and the half-time whistle of extra time. And then in the 120th minute, after I make another perfectly good tackle, the ball bounces back. Nobody picks up João Mario and he's free to tap in. And we are going out of the Copa de España. I said I wasn't bothered, but given the circumstances that we fought back so hard here, I am on park the bus, and yet we still had 2 strikers up the other end. Yes, I probably should have changed formation, but that is irrelevant. I made 2 perfectly good tackles for 2 of their goals today, and they are going through to the next round. Oh! And I know, guys, I get so salty when I play this series, but you can understand it purely from that game, surely, because that was silly. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that will be how we'll end the episode. Johnny's left. 32.1 million, 27 million pounds gone into the kitty. Paul Lopez, I'm not happy. Yeah, neither am I, pal. Neither am I. You know what? I don't even care you're not happy. Maybe I should... Oh, I can't even begin to start on how that game has panned out. Do you know what as well? I was actually going to ask you guys after the game. I was going to say, Demisi's playing okay as of late. Should we just give him the left-back spot after Johnny leaves? But no, I'm not even going to give that up to you guys. Forget that. I'm bringing in a new left-back because that was not good enough. Then again, neither was anybody else on that pitch. Apart from Belotti. Belotti was good. But my goodness me, I am lost for words about that game. And I just can't believe, we hit back, we had the lead, and then 2 goals, one at the half-time stage of extra time, and then in the 120th minute, both of which come from me making a side tackle, we're out. And that was only the round of 16. Madness. Absolute madness. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to scout a few left backs. I'll leave you all off there for the episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. I don't know what has just happened, but I need to, I guess, just kind of come back down and just go back at it again next episode, really. So yeah, we've got about 40-odd million pounds to spend. Of course, I'll take your transfer suggestions. I'm not going to use them just yet. I'll start next episode off by trying to use the money in the budget for the transfers. So if you have any further suggestions for the ones you left on the last episode, then leave it down below. Please note as well, tomorrow I do have to go to the dentist, and depending on what he does, I might or might not be able to make another video tomorrow, so it may not be one. I will, of course, update you on the community section of the channel, so you'll know after I've been to the dentist what he says, what he does. And, of course, if I can't talk after that, I can't make a video. It's as simple as that, unfortunately. But, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you leave your suggestions. That was a crazy game, and I'll see you all, hopefully, for another episode of this series very, very soon. If you're new around here, like what you see, subscribe button is down below. Apologies for the salt in today's episode. Yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Adios.